Welcome to
EPLACE,
the space for
general talking,
about all things entertaining. Normally we would be doing like a proper review, but this is sort of a special thing, a continuous thing. So when we haven't got a movie to review, we can do this. And this is a list of all the superhero comic book movies that I've seen, and I've put them in order from worst to best. Now, this is obviously going to be different for you. You would obviously put movies above or below what I have, but this is just a list that I've got, and it's an interesting topic. And they're not proper reviews. We're just going to go from film to film, saying what we liked and what we didn't like about them. Maybe give a score, who knows? But we're going to try and do about 5 films in each episode. Whatever.
So let's start with a favorite movie for Jeff.
Wait. Don't say the title yet, because I have a line from the film that sums up the film.
Okay.
The character walks into a bar and asks for a drink. A White Russian, please. But hold the ice and vodka. And the bartender goes, so just cream? She's like, yes.
And that is the moment where I hang myself from the ceiling. Obviously, we are talking about the worst superhero movie ever made.
Maybe there's some stinkers, and they're on this list. I haven't actually got Superman 4, Elektra, Supergirl, the 1990s Fantastic Four I haven't seen. The original Swamp Thing film I haven't seen. There's a couple that I haven't seen just because I've heard that they're that bad that I just don't want to.
But the Swamp Thing is so bad that it's good.
I have heard that. I do want to check out the Swamp Thing, and after watching the TV show,
a movie from the 70s where there was no CGI and they had to put the actual suit on the guy. Yeah.
Apparently, it's a really cool B movie.
Yes.
That's what I've heard.
B movies are the best. Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Catwoman.
Yes, the first film on the list. The worst film that I've ever seen that's a comic book superhero, Catwoman. I mean,
It's a disgrace for the cats.
Let's start off with the good things, actually.
Is there any good things?
Cats. I like cats.
I like milk.
The cream. Yeah. White Russians are not that bad. The best thing about this film is actually Halle Berry.
But she won a Razzie for worse.
She won a Razzie, for that film. I think
credits
she did.
to be gave to her. She actually went to the ceremony to get her prize. Yeah.
Yeah. Just looking up. Yeah, it won Worst Picture, Worst Actress, nominated for Worst Supporting Actor and Supporting Actress, and Worst Screen Couple for Halle Berry and Benjamin Bratt. Worst Director was won by Pitoff, and Worst Screenplay was won as well.
So 6 Razzies.
It was nominated for 6 and won 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the worst thing about that movie was definitely some of the dialogue. Just you said one.
It wasn't even Catwoman though. They changed the name of the character.
And the villain was so.
She's called Patience Phillips. Now,
nothing against the Phillips name because my second name is exactly that.
When this film came out, I was 11 years old.
3 big problems with Catwoman. Yeah.
I watched it and it's a guilty pleasure, but no. I mean, it is all no.
Credits to be given, but the CGI was still on development. The movie looked like a 5-year-old that was just awarded with a new toy and played with CGI for the whole movie and didn't look nice. Didn't look nice. It looked like some of those.
Oh, when she's crawling along the ceiling and yeah. The costume. The costume isn't terrible.
Second, the villain. The villainess.
The villain. Was she even a villain though? I mean, it was just a corporate bullshit story. It wasn't.
And third, the plot. Catwoman is supposed to be a burglar. Yeah.
Which she was. Oh no! She actually stopped She stopped the burglary.
Yes.
Which I guess is kind of a hint or homage to the actual character.
Let's save the world by not allowing women to use a cream that will make her face wrinkle a lot and look like.
Oh god, that was the story. Yeah. Oh god. Yes, skin as hard as diamonds or something, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh man, yeah. You're bringing back bad memories now.
I know. I was a little bit older than you, mate. So I totally remember the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about 11 when it came out. I had it on DVD, and as a kid, I enjoyed it because I liked Halle Berry, and she was in Die Another Day, the James Bond movie, which I really liked her in that. And around that time, I was a fan of Batman, but yeah, just now watching it, it's a bit of a joke. Apart
from that, because you had Catwoman with I said the name of the actress the other day. No,
Halle Berry or Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah,
from the first trilogy of Batman. I know it's not a trilogy, but for me it is. Yeah.
No, that's Michelle Pfeiffer who plays. She plays Catwoman in the second one.
And she was brilliant on that one. Yeah,
Michelle
and everyone
Pfeiffer,
was expecting a Catwoman more like that.
Yeah. Well, that baffles me actually because. The origin story for Catwoman in that film is just as stupid as the origin story in this film, where she falls down or is dead, and then loads of cats around her. And that's not. I mean, does that happen in the comics? I've never actually delved that much into
I don't think that Catwoman has any special powers, superpowers at all.
She's just a kick-ass.
She's a ninja woman with a weird costume.
Burglar.
A cat.
She's
that likes to steal shiny stuff, especially diamonds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, is what she does, and she does Batman and Robin
and she's not particularly a hero either. She's an anti-hero.
But she's not a villain as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, because she's a love interest for Bruce Wayne.
Okay, move on.
Yeah, so moving on.
Let's go to another movie that you probably like when you were a kid, and you probably hate now that you are grown up.
The second film is...
No, I was going to do a jump to Batman and Robin.
You want to jump to Batman and Robin?
Yes.
Okay, now Batman and Robin is actually 6 films above... is above another 6 films that I think are actually worse.
Now it's just to put them together, yeah?
You want... see, I think Batman and Robin is better than those other films.
Okay, let's go follow the list. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, see, I actually think Batman and Robin is a better film than X-Men.
I liked the opening scene on that movie.
Well, the opening scene should have been the film.
Good point.
That would have been the proper origins of Wolverine. What we got was, like, him getting his metal claws, which was CGI, God knows why, ruining Deadpool.
That was the biggest scene.
The Blob, though, was pretty cool.
Can we call him Deadpool if he shoots gamma rays from his eyes? Because Deadpool, I'm quite sure he doesn't do that.
But it's Wade Wilson, though.
I know.
And when we're introduced to the character...
Can be someone with the same name.
Well, when he's doing his sword...
Can be someone with the same name with special skills on the swords.
No, because in the timeline, Days of Future Past, they change the timeline, and that same character then becomes a traditional Deadpool. That's how it's explained.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why Days of Future...
That is my biggest issue as well with the movie. Yeah, is the way they treated Deadpool.
Yeah, I know.
Bless him, he persevered, and
there is a good thing about that film though, and I think that's Lee Schreiber who plays Sabretooth. I think he's actually a pretty good Sabretooth.
He's better than the Cybertooth guy from the first movie. I don't even
that's
know
what I
his
mean.
name.
I mean, you actually got a dynamic between the two characters, Wolverine and Sabretooth. There,
I'm quite sure as well that Cybertooth and Wolverine weren't brothers on the cartoons, but apart from that, everything is okay.
I don't know. Actually.
They never said that, yeah.
No.
So
I mean, I've only read so many Marvel comics. I've read more DC, but I don't really have an affiliation with either. Probably more DC than Marvel, but I love both. They're awesome.
okay, move on. Batman vs Superman theatrical release.
Yeah.
A movie that was advertised in another movie.
Advertising another. Oh,
I'm
no.
Legend. I'm Legend.
Oh yes,
There
yes.
is in one of the frames a big.
There's a poster for BvS. Yeah, and I Am
like
Legend.
10 years before the movie actually came in. Yeah, the worst thing about that movie, the fight scenes are cool. Yeah, and I give them.
There's more to that film than
Ben Affleck, nice Batman.
the best Batman.
Yeah,
The most comic book accurate Batman we've ever had, I think. Other than maybe him killing, but even when you go back to the Golden Age, Batman still kills then. And most hardcore fans will say Batman never kills, he has a code. Well, he actually has a code later on, yes, in more the Silver Age and the Dark Age, but he doesn't have that straight away. He develops as a character to become that. And that's one thing I appreciate about Zack Snyder actually doing with that character. There are some other... The way he drives his Batmobile about and destroying and killing people in that way was a bit ridiculous.
yeah, it's the same problem that I have with Superman. Yeah, on the first movie, because they don't care about the people that should protect.
These guys were bad guys, though. Technically,
What?
The people that he was killing in the Batmobile. I mean, it was stupid, but
You saw on Batman.
it's more
when he had the chance of killing the Joker.
He's not.
He's ramming to the floor just not to kill his biggest enemy. Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the Dark Knight
Yes.
Returns, the animated movie? Yeah. Well, technically, he does kill him then. I mean, he breaks his neck, and
No, I'm talking about the movie, not the animated.
which movie?
With what was the name of the guy? Once more,
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Are you talking? Oh, no, he doesn't.
When
kill...
he comes on the bat bike,
Oh, he doesn't kill him. Yeah, he doesn't hit him. No.
he can.
But if you actually go back and watch Batman Returns, and you go back and watch The Dark Knight, Batman does actually kill people in those films.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
he puts a bomb on one guy and chucks him down a hole in Batman Returns. And and in the Batmobile chase in The Dark Knight, there's a couple of times where he smashes a lorry and the lorry goes up and smashes the people and kills them. So technically, Batman has actually killed more in the movies, but nobody bothers to talk about that until you start watching BvS and they have a problem.
But the biggest problem
annoying.
is not even that; is the plot holes and not the plot holes. Is the what he said.
I actually think it was the pacing as well. The things that they miss out.
What he said on the climax between. To begin with, they put Doomsday.
Oh well, Doomsday. It's not even Doomsday. I think that's probably the worst thing about that film is actually Doomsday. Because
the origin
ruined that
of
character.
Doomsday.
It's stupid. Yeah,
and
to some degree, I don't understand why Lex would do that, because I understand why he wants to, so he can get rid of Superman.
People complain about the guy from Civil War.
Civil War.
The guy behind everything, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
That he had a lot of ifs for the plan to work out, yeah. And it was the same situation with Lex Luthor, yeah.
Well, this is why I've said to you that you need to go and watch the Ultimate Edition, and this is why I've actually put BvS Theatrical so low. And this is the only film where I have the same film but two different versions. This is the only film where I've done this, because the Ultimate Edition I've actually put a lot higher, because you see more of Superman saving people and caring about people. You see why the bomb went off and why Superman didn't see the bomb. You see more of Lex's plan, and why people thought that Superman killed those people in the Sahara desert at the beginning of the film, and it changes it. It changes it to the point where it is an incredibly much better film and paced better. That 3 hours, it doesn't feel like 3 hours because it transitions well.
And
in the theatrical edition, I liked when I came out of it. Watching it, it's terrible. Watching it again, it's terrible.
My biggest regret, my biggest... The thing that actually pokes the bear on that movie is when they stop fighting just because Batman says, Martha!
Well, the reason why is a good reason why.
Because both mothers' names are Martha and...
Well, no, it's not. It's not so much that. It's more that Bruce hears the name Martha and it's like, that's my mum's name. And then when he finds out that it's Superman's mum as well, it's like, he is... Like, before, he's just seeing him as an alien threat. And it's not until that moment that it humanises the character for him, and that's why Bruce stops. But... this is why the scene's terrible, because it's done that you have to explain it to people.
Some
people don't get it, some people don't.
And it's made on the apex of the fight, yeah? You should never do that in the apex of the fight.
What should have happened for this universe is that not Batman v Superman, just Man of Steel sequel, with Lex Luthor being the character that had the grudge. Because my brother has told me about a story where, very similar to Man of Steel and BvS, where Lex actually loses his son or daughter in a destruction, and that is why he hates Superman. And that would have made an incredible story for Lex to go out of his way to try and kill Superman by creating Metallo, which would have been a much better villain for this film. But they were just like trying to shoehorn Batman in. We should have had Batman later on. Still had Ben Affleck and an older, greyer Batman. But yeah, they butchered the universe before it even got started. And
So how many more movies you want to do?
This is coming from a major, big fan of the DCU. I'm still holding out hope for the DCEU.
Okay, so let's do 2 more movies and close for today.
Yeah.
I'm already, my head is hurting from being sit down, yeah. Fantastic Four, 2017.
Well, it's actually wrote as Fant Four Stick.
I cannot read that thing.
Fantastic
Four, 2017.
Was it 2017?
Something like that.
I thought it was 16, 15.
Doesn't matter.
It was
after 2010.
Yeah. It was 2015.
Seriously? Already 4 years?
Yeah, it's already been 4 years.
Good thing is, because it sucked, Fantastic Four is not coming back to the MCU.
Yeah, the previous Fantastic Four films were much better and more like the comics. They were cheesy, sure, but they were fun and they made sense.
Is a movie based...
Chris Evans as Human Torch.
Yeah, is a bunch of movies. Is a movie based in a bunch of cartoons. Come on, it needs to be cheesy a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't take those things too seriously. Yeah.
Although this film actually starts off really well. I actually think it starts incredibly well, but when they get their powers, it cuts.
Yeah.
And it becomes a completely different film, and it's like, what? No, what are you doing? Just... Doom
is supposed to be a guy versed in magic and science.
I think Doom, when he's going around exploding all the heads, that's pretty cool. But outside of that, it's shit.
You don't see Doom doing any magic at all?
No. Yeah. No.
Right? What the hell is he was holding a grudge against the...
He learns magic later after he gets his powers, though.
Why is he holding a grudge against the Fantastic Four? Why they were supposed to go deep into the explosion to try to save him as well?
I don't know.
As far as they know, he was dead.
Yeah, and they just left.
And when they know that... And when they know he was alive, they went there to try to save him, to try to rescue him.
Yeah, I don't
So,
get the film either.
Kids, if you are listening to this, Doctor Doom is a bitchy little
Well, the actor that
guy
plays
that
him,
holds a wrench against his friends, yeah?
I don't like to say that someone's done a bad job, or like a director. Everybody that's involved with the film tries to do their best. Some things work, some things don't. But yeah, the actor that plays Doctor Doom, before he gets his suit and becomes the Doctor Doom that we know, he was just cheesy anyway.
Okay, carry on.
So,
bad movie.
The last film to talk about for today.
Is
Drum roll.
Thor: The Dark World.
The first MCU film on my list. There's not many.
Okay.
There's not many MCU films that are actually
the
low down.
worst MCU movie, yeah, for me.
Yeah,
villains
I
are-
can't think of another really bad one off the top
Well,
of
a
my head.
little bit. Iron Man 2, maybe.
Probably
Probably
without
if I
getting
have
too
to-
much spoilers, maybe that's in the next couple of films
Okay,
after
sorry.
in the list.
Okay, sorry.
But Iron Man 2 is kind of weird. But yeah, Thor. We'll start off with the good though. Thor: The Dark World.
No.
Thor:
Spoilers.
The Dark World though. The best thing from that in that film. Spoilers in case you haven't seen it.
What was the last movie of Jane Foster?
No, she's not because she's coming back as
I
female
know.
Thor.
But now she's coming back for good, yeah? Because she was
I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I don't know.
You don't.
No, I mean,
I hope she's
Taika-
totally different on Thor: Love and Thunder, yeah?
Taika Waititi though, I believe in him because he knows how to make a good film.
Because Jane Foster in that movie was lame.
I think it was more to do with the screenplay though.
Yeah.
And this film is actually more to do with the Infinity Gems than any other film until Infinity War,
He had the reality stone.
other than maybe Age of Ultron.
He had the reality stone on it, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is the first film that wasn't an Avengers film that really
Yeah.
introduced.
The biggest problem for me in that movie was the pacing of the movie, yeah?
It was slow, it was, and it was all over the place.
And the Dark Elves are stupid.
Yeah. Oh, Shazam though. What's his name? Who plays Shazam?
I have no idea.
I should know because I do know. But he's in Thor: The Dark World. He plays one of the
Oh yeah, one of the guys that... one of the buddies of Thor, yeah?
baddie. No, he's
Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi?
Levi, yeah.
Levi.
Zachary Levi.
Yeah, he's
Levi.
one of the
He's one-
guards. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, his friends. Yeah, his best friends. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not
I'm
the...
so glad that he got killed in the MCU to come over into the DC because Shazam is kick ass.
Doesn't matter because that guy we were talking about from Guardians of the Galaxy, he's not coming out of the Guardians of the Galaxy for sure, but he's now going to Suicide Squad.
Oh, what, Sean Gunn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Michael Rooker, who played Yondu, he's also going to be in Suicide Squad.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought you were just taking a piece on me.
No, he's going over there. And Idris Elba is
I
also in
used to
Suicide
hate
Squad
him.
as well.
I used to hate. Yeah.
There's quite
I
a few
used to
good
hate
names.
that actor when he was on Walking Dead. When he was Merle.
Oh, really? No, I liked him.
No, I liked him after he lost his hand. Yeah. When he started
Yeah.
using that thing that everyone saw that was his
And
hand
his brother has to kill him as well, doesn't he?
What, Daryl?
Daryl, yeah, he has to kill him because he's a zombie. Like later
Yes,
on.
That broke my heart. Yeah. But
Yeah.
at the beginning he was a jerk.
Yeah. Oh man, we might have just spoiled Walking
But-
Dead for anybody that hasn't seen season 3.
The good actors.
But to be honest,
What, you never?
I stopped watching after season 5.
But the good actors will make you hate them and love them at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you, King Joffrey.
Yeah, yes. And also plays a very innocent kid in Batman Begins.
Yes.
He's
And you, Rose.
he's a good actor actually. We need to see more of him.
And you, what is the name of the guy that does not Bruce Bolton?
Bolton.
Not Bruce, not the father, the son.
Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah? And you, Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember any movie that I like him, but...
He was in Inhumans, and he
didn't
kind of
like
played
him.
the same kind of character.
I didn't like him.
Inhumans, though, started off so crap, but actually
yes.
got good by the end.
I know one series where I like that actor.
Misfits.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a very good British TV show. That was sort of like X-Men as well, where they started getting...
Yeah, it was...
But I actually skipped over my good thing about Thor: The Dark World, and that is actually spoilers for the film.
What?
Loki dying. And
Didn't everyone...
no, but
Everyone...
we know, but Thor didn't know, did he? And in that moment between Loki, it's a very, very powerful moment between two brothers, and it's like Loki sacrifices himself
For his brother, yeah.
for his brother. Yeah, and that to me
it's admirable.
is my favourite scene in that film, and probably the only good thing about
And
that
then
film.
you see him sit down on the throne, yeah?
Yeah, and he takes over from
his father.
Odin. Yeah.
Okay, so that is all for the first episode, you think?
Yeah. I mean, we've got some more movies to talk about.
Okay.
Maybe in the second episode, we're going to be talking about Joker. We're going to be reviewing Joker.
Yeah, probably.
Because that comes out next week.
Yep.
So hopefully over the weekend we can talk about that.
Do you think they allow cats in the cinema? Jeff?
I doubt it.
What? I can smuggle under my...
He might get a bit scared of Joaquin's Phoenix.
I can put him under my hoodie and take him to the cinema.
Maybe.
Ooh, that would be nice in an alien movie. And suddenly his head pop out, yeah?
Yeah, chest burster scenes to someone in the audience, a cat coming out. Yeah, that's right. Just kill my ears there. So yeah, hopefully in the second episode we're going to be talking about the Joker, and yeah, if not, we're going to be talking about more movies on this list. We'll go from there.
Okay, so that's all, and see you guys next week.
That's a wrap from DGB and
H.
Just H.
That's H.
Just H. I like it. Okay.
HBF.
H.
Just no H.
H.
Big H.
Big H. No.
No. He was going to call me Big D, but I'm Big D, DGB, whatever. We're just going to keep it low key.
Wait,
and anonymous.
I have to call you Big D because I will never remember the what?
Well, it's just DGB.
DGB.
Yeah.
I will never remember that one. So for me,
Just my initials.
and always will be Big D. Yeah.
Big D.
I can be Big H if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
See ya.